Okay, this is a driving video. This is James. James is consigning with us Collectible Classics, his Aston Martin DB11 Launch Edition 2017. James, you want to say hi?
Hey, how you doing?
Lovely. James, as we do this driving video, you'll walk us through the functionality and the driving experience of this car over the last few years you've had it, and talk a little bit more about the car as we drive, okay?
Sounds good.
Amazing, let's do it. Quick start off the line. That's wild. That's a lot of acceleration.
Yeah, the car really drives nicely.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how quick it can go. But it's also a really nice, easy driving car. When you turn the wheel, it goes where you really want it to go. And I've never had any incidents with it. It holds the road so nice. I'm just always very sure when I'm driving this car.
Love it. So definitely, the key points being that it's definitely a luxury vehicle. At the same time, you have that performance. So it gives you the performance at the same time as you have comfort, is what you're trying to say, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit more about the driving modes. Are you familiar with the different driving modes of the car, how to swap those things over?
Yeah, I mean, it's got 3 driving modes. One of them is your regular mode, and then there's a super mode, and then a GT mode for racing. I have really put it in that mode, but I do occasionally like to put it in the super mode, and that gives you a little bit more horsepower, and it lowers the car because you can actually lower the suspension also, so you can increase the mode that you're driving in.
And the suspension height.
And the suspension height.
Wow, that exhaust sound is absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievable. Wow, that is really quick, man. Unbelievable. Wow. And the cool part is that the suspension feels really planted and soft at the same time. So it's not giving you that bumpy, aggressive feel that you're used to in a sports car. It kind of gives you that comfortable feel with the ridiculous amounts of power, right?
Yeah, it's very secure. Feels very safe. I've owned a lot of different sports cars, and this is by far the one I feel the safest in.
Love that. Okay, and then tell us a little bit more about the options on the car. So you were telling me a little bit about earlier how this was a super well optioned vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, the color is really unusual in the car. You don't see a lot of these DB11s with this color. And then this interior of the car is just gorgeous. With all the stitching, it's very unique, and it's in perfect condition.
It has a Bang & Olufsen sound system, in addition to navigation, obviously, heated and cooled seats. I'll do you a little show here. So I'm gonna throw the cooled seats on for me. Backup camera, 360 camera, push to start, push to stop, obviously, Bluetooth, hands-free, all that good stuff. Touchpad for your center console up here. You can throw that on. And you can control your air distribution and all that good stuff. So it's really a modern sports car in every sense of the term. And talk to me about your thoughts on the engine. This has an unusual engine, I would say, right?
Yeah, what I really love about this engine is it's a V12, you know, and I've had Jaguar V12s, I've had Mercedes V12s, and by far, this is one of the very best. It's very quick, and it's very reassuring. So you can't beat a V12 as far as I'm concerned.
I do like the V12s. Do you know how much horsepower this came from the factory with? Because off the top of my head, I don't know.
I'm thinking it's 608 horsepower.
608, that's a solid number. That is a lot of horsepower. Okay, and about these Aston Martins, if you're not familiar, which I'm sure you guys are because you guys all follow this, these are handcrafted, right?
Exactly.
And these are built in England, if I'm right?
Correct.
Awesome. And this is the launch edition, so it's the
First edition
of the DB11, and it comes with the upgraded interior that we'll be talking about, and you'll be able to see that on the window sticker and the build documentation. So super cool car. You can definitely use it as a cruiser. You could drive every day to work in this vehicle. At the same time, you could use it at the racetrack as well. So it's a really cool combination of those two worlds. And it builds off the earlier platforms such as the Vanquish and the DB9s of earlier, and the DB7s even. This is a much more well put together car than the earlier models, with a lot of the early V12 headaches sorted and resolved.
It's a very refined automobile. For as powerful as it is, as luxurious as it is, it's very refined.
Absolutely. We gotta get some open road so you can show us some throttle here. Where do we go? Seat controls are over here on the side of the seat.
Here's the controls for the GT, Super, and then racing mode. Yes.
And then the suspension's on the left side. Adjusting of the mode is on the right side. Here we go. Don't go crazy here. That's a lot. This car moves. This is not really a car you can show how it performs on street roads. Given that James is a responsible driver, he's not going to go completely crazy, but it just gives you a little taste of the performance, and you really need a full-size track to show off the performance on this car. That is too much. Crazy well-driving car. And no vibrations, no jumpiness in the steering, super planted, and it's exactly what you'd want in terms of a sports car. So we are excited to get this out there, and we are looking forward to seeing you guys bidding on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching.